Hello, friends. It's
Hi,
me, Cynthia.
and Azalea. Welcome to the Fall Fest for the Great Beat Extravaganza.
Yes, you can see the fall colors right behind my head. We're having a wonderful afternoon here in Asheville, and we have a cool little demo. I'm trying out something new to show you guys. It'll be a neat thing. And we also are going to be debuting 3 new pieces, so that'll be fun. So along with all of that, we're going to try and cram as much as we can in the time we have, which is an hour.
1 hour.
And then our friend Kay will be following us. So let's. Oh, hello, Kalite. It's Facebook Live. It's our Magic Hour, but Fall Fest. So it's like combined mode. So we're pretty excited about it. Oh, our friend June. Hello, June.
Hello,
Robin.
everyone. Thank
Hello,
you for joining us
Cherie.
today. We have 22 people, and it's barely been a minute.
Yay! Well, anyway, we're gonna try and go quick today. So we have a lot of ground to cover. So we are going to. Usually we chat beforehand,
But we have to get on it. We
We're
have
down to
1 hour.
1 hour. So we're gonna get the ball rolling. I'm gonna flip the camera, and we are going to get it going. Let's see, camera. That camera. All right, here's my setup. I'm going to turn the light on. Yeah, it's so fun. What's everyone been doing today? Looks like we have a pretty good crowd. I'm going to turn this light on. If I can figure out how to turn it on. All right. So I did this the other night. And this is my dragon piece that I recently finished up, and I painted it. And then I put UV resin on it. So this has a couple coats, and I did the back too. So it's completely sealed. And what I used on this was vintage paints. And today I'm going to show you a fun technique. I'm going to try and do it as fast as I can. But because it's kind of, it's not super involved, but I need to work quick. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this stuff. This is some Cheap Joe's really good clear gesso. And this is going to help paint your items with acrylics. And I usually use Golden brand. Stuff this back in here. I'll show you. So we'll do, this is the first bead. This is the one. Oh, which one are you, did I post a video about that? I don't remember doing it. Hello, Terry. Oh, your Super Bowl of crafts. You know what? That's a funny point for that, because that is exactly what that reminds me of. Because everybody is showing, they're bringing their A game. Everybody's bringing it. And it's fun, even with everything happening. There's so many fall fests happening around Asheville. Okay, so this is the clear gesso. This looks white right now, but what this is going to do is it's going to make a surface for your paint to grip on. Now, if you were not going to coat this with UV resin or some other type of coating, I would not suggest using acrylics, because acrylics are kind of a delicate, it's a delicate layer. But the UV will keep it from being kind of, too delicate. Should I show the corn already? I don't want to wait around. I'm so ready.
All right, then do it for the demo.
Oh, yeah, it does kind of look like ceramic. Vicky? Hello, Vicky. Hello, Mary. So look what I'm doing here. I'm going to try to keep that in the frame. I don't know if I'll do the back, but we'll see. What this is going to do is it's going to give me a surface to grip. And it'll be good because the paints will stick a little bit better. And it dries clear, so you won't even be able to see it. But this gives it a tooth. Apparently, you can use it on anything, it says. Daniel Smith, the watercolor company, made a gesso similar to this, and apparently you can paint on anything. And I tried it, and it worked pretty well. It made a nice surface, a really luxurious surface. So if you had something that typically you could not paint with these new clear gessos that are on the market now, you can do it, and it's awesome. So that is going to dry for a minute, and we'll leave it for a minute. Oh, hello, Karen. Thank you. She says so much talent. Yeah, Cherie, exactly. It's like a primer. Now, I don't know if you guys, I sold these like last week. Maybe we debuted this. I'm going to find a stick to show you that doesn't have resin all over it. Look at this. This is my corn bead. What do you guys think? Pat, I'm using clear gesso. Hello, Facebook user. You know why I made this, y'all? I made this because I was kind of obsessed with gem corn, and you guys are going to see why. If you've ever seen it, it is so beautiful. So I'm going to put a layer of this clear gesso on top of my corn. Can you guys hear me okay? Is everything going smoothly? You know,
audio check.
Audio check.
Oh, don't tell them what you're painting. Don't say.
Why? Zoe's, she's working on, you know, they are for sale. Facebook user. Who is it? Is it Laura? Is it my friend Laura Belkin? So that's his Facebook user. Oh, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Sound and video, great, perfect. I have a new contraption that I'm using. I couldn't figure out how to turn the light on, but it seems like the light's pretty good. So, oh, Shakita, hello, juicy chunky corn. Good. I like a juicy chunky corn. Yeah, you know, the first corn that I ever grew, I tried to grow it. It was like this size. It was not great. I'm gonna set that here for now. Maybe I'll do another one. Why not, right? I've got this. I've only taken a couple minutes, but I'm gonna move like the wind today, so everybody will have time to see. We're gonna try and get as much. Like we had a few things we found in my stash. Well, look on the back of the corn. The back of the corn? The back, I made it kind of like just husk, you know. I did not put a face on it, but that's fine. Not everything needs a face. I know I made a carrot with a face. I might have put a little bit much gesso on this dragon, but it'll be fine.
All right, scoot over, Bacon. I'm going to do some resin right next to you.
She's going to get ready to do some resin with me.
So you guys are going to get 2 demos at the same time.
At the same time?
At the same time, right next to each other.
All right, that's true. What is your left arm candy today? My left arm. What is my left arm? Oh, this is my snake. I never take this off. This is an antique piece. Silver. Doctored it up. It broke one time, and then I had my friend Sarah fix it for me. Okay, let me move that over. Let's see. Abby. Our friend Abby is joining us. Oh, I'm a little closer. There we go. Like, all I need now is to figure out how to turn this light on. And I did it.
This is the mold I'm going to be using.
Oh, she's going to do that mold.
I'm going to do this piece right here.
So this has dried, and it's not tacky. It has a slight roughness to it. This one is still wet. I'm going to try and take off that extra because it doesn't need to be that thick of a layer. You don't want to ever do your resin, your gesso too thick because it'll cover up your details. And this is water soluble. And you can get clear gesso at any art supply store. This I got at Cheap Joe's. Oh, Jermaine, she said she tried resin the other day and it wasn't very successful. Well, you know what we need to do? Azalea was saying that we need to have another get-together and everyone bring their craft supplies and we'll pick a thing that we're going to do, such as resin, and then we'll just do it together. And it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. We did a class yesterday, actually.
Yeah, we
very well.
We did a class at Cherry Tree, and I'm doing another one in a couple weeks, or not a couple weeks, next week. Silly. At their location in Swannanoa. And if you're local, maybe if you want to have a time of hanging out and practicing
You
your...
want to get a little closer since we're working kind of small? Can it get closer?
I don't think so.
Lower, does it?
I don't think it goes any lower.
Oh. Well, that's okay.
Hello, Anissa. Oh, Debbie. She's
Well, look,
wondering what we're
11
doing.
minutes, 152 people.
Thank
Wow,
you all for joining us today. That's awesome.
Wow. Thank you.
All right, Azalea, I'm going to get a palette and you can tell what you're doing.
All right, so yesterday when we did our class at Cherry Tree, we went and got a couple new silicone molds for resin. This is one that I picked out because I wanted to make a bunch of pendants. And the one that I'm going to make right now is this one with the big hole in the center. Because I was thinking about making a pendant for a new friend of mine and putting a piece of cord just right here. Just a little simple thing. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is take my clear resin and put a thin coat on the base of this to kind of magnify it a little bit. And we talked about this in our class yesterday, where this kind of makes it like an outside shell.
Mm-hmm.
And since I can't really get in there with that nozzle, I need to find a stick like this and kind of spread it around.
Move
to
up
get,
a little, hold it up, there you go.
Yeah. And I'm going to have to get it and kind of wiggle this part in there so I can get it fully coated. And since this is UV resin, this Let's Resin brand is really good. I'm going to put this in this little like nail UV light real quick, and within a minute this should be completely hardened.
What's this?
It's this thing right here by Sun UV.
Move these over and get them ready for their time under the lamp.
So I just have a basic coat, and I'm just going to slide it in there.
Wait a second. There looks to be some, yeah, that's kind of not a very thick coat. And there's some air bubbles. You know, you can hit that with the heat gun or embossing gun.
I'm just spreading it around right now. I think it's a thick enough coat. It just didn't get spread around enough. But that's fine. So then I'm going to just slide it in here, and I'm going to press the button twice to get it to 60 seconds. So then in a minute, that should be completely hardened. Maybelline asks, hi Cynthia and Azalea, are you going to show at the Whole Bead Show in Oakland?
I don't know. Oakland's pretty far. We used to do that show. And I don't want to say no, but a lot of times it's hard to get out there, you know? Hard to get out there, to carry everything, and it's kind of expensive to fly, but I'm not sure. As of this moment, I am not signed up for it. I don't think we're signed up for any like bead shows at this moment.
Oh yeah, because we've been really. I mean, we're just doing that Marshall show, but that's a craft. That's like a local craft show.
Yeah, that's not a bead show.
Bonnie says the corn looks awesome. Yeah, she hasn't even gotten into it yet.
I haven't even gotten into it yet. Wait till I start painting.
We had this for a lot sale maybe last week or so in silver, and this is the first time we've had it in pewter, and it is on the website right now. I put listings up earlier, and oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Today we do have a promo code that you can use across the website. It is GBE15, and if you follow us on Facebook or you're subscribed to our newsletter, you should see that code in there, and you can use that. Yeah, you can use it on your order for any of your pieces. And this is just if you just type in corn in the search bar, or it should be on the home page because that's where I set it to be. But these new pieces that we're going to show you today are all on the website if you guys are interested in those.
Good job. Good job.
Okay, we'll switch
All right,
positions.
switch again. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how this is going to paint. You guys are going to love it. Or maybe you won't love it. We'll see. I love it. I'm going to put a little bit of Maybelline. What did Maybelline ask just now, Azalea?
If we were going to the show.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. No, I'm not signed up for it. because I think at the same time that that's happening, we are going to be at Marshall, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's like the last weekend of November. So I've been trying to get into this show for ages. It's a pretty good show, and it's in a really picturesque, beautiful little town called Marshall, North Carolina. And the place that it's held at is on a little island, like a really little island in the middle of a river at an old schoolhouse. And it's it's a really beautifully, it's like the whole area is really pretty and picturesque. They actually shot that show, The Peripheral. Did you guys see that with, I think it's Chloe Moretz? When I was watching it, I was like, why does that place look so familiar? And then I realized, I looked it up and I was like, that's why. So you can see that I just put a quick white paint job. And these are, right here, these are acrylics from Golden Brand. I'll lay them right there so you can see it. Now, you couldn't do this if this was just raw pewter without any coating, because it would resist. It would totally resist the paint. It wouldn't want to stick to it. So what I'm doing, when you add the wet or the clear gesso, that's this. If you're just joining us, I put in Cheap Joe's really clear, really good gesso. Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful spot. I've been trying for a while, and I haven't been able to get in because the wait list is super long. But this year, when the second they announced it, I sent my application in, and you know what? I got in, so I'm really happy. And then right after that, like the next week, we'll have the Big Crafty, which is downtown Asheville, and it's a 2-day show. So if you guys or anyone out there is local, you can come see us. We'll have 2 shows, like back to back. Right. I'm mixing up a little bit of these colors, and I'm just gently hitting the high points with my brush to make it pop, you know. It'll be pretty. We'll see. We'll see if it's pretty. I think it's looking good now. When is the Asheville show? That, I believe, isn't it like December 3rd and 4th? It's called the Big Crafty. And that is a super duper fun show to shop. I always get a lot of gifts. And then I end up keeping the gifts. Because some of my favorite artists that I follow on Instagram show up for that show. We get ceramics from Rose Grown.
I like her stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I would show it, but we can't.
We don't have time for that. And we get stuff from our friend Kira Boyd. She has fun acrylic like earring components. It's just a really cool, fun show. And a lot of emerging artists, so it's a good place to find new art. I'm going to change it up and get some pink in here. Let's see.
I made something pretty ugly.
It's okay. You never know. You know what? Sometimes it looks horrendous.
You mix colors and it makes it kind of, you think it's going to be like a rainbow and awesome, but instead it goes kind of brown.
Well, you know, we'll find out what it looks like here in a second.
Maybe it'll look good when I pull it out. Who knows?
Oh, Robin, you should come to the show. If it's just only 15 minutes, you'll love it. It's great. And you can go and have lunch downtown or get barbecue or whatever. And then when you're finished, you can go to the show. Or vice versa. Sometimes we go, there's a little crepe shop downtown that's right across the street from the event.
Twisted Crepe, I think it's called.
The Twisted Crepe, and they make pretty good crepes. I get one with condensed milk, and it's really tasty. All right, so I added a little bit of color to that. Now, of course, you could, if you have vintage paints, those patina paints, you could use those. You're more limited on colors, and it's great if you're not going to coat it because it's really permanent. I mean, nothing's happened to that stuff. Hey, pass me a gold pigment. Oh, I have it here. So the fun thing about when you have all these art supplies is you can kind of mix and match. Oh yeah, the art scene is very strong. Oh, I see that you can mix the vintage into the UV resin to tint it. I haven't experimented with that, but that's a neat idea. So these are nail powders.
You guys want to see demolding?
All right, put that in there. Go show that demold.
So I was trying to do like a watermelon tourmaline type of deal, but it got kind of muddy, so we'll just see how it looks. I'm going to try not to touch it so much.
Oh, it looks good.
See that in the
Kind of
light?
mysterious.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. It's transparent, so that's cool.
Yeah, you got a couple of air bubbles, but you can like try to patch them if you wanted to. Now I'm going to dip my brush into a color here. I'm going to pick this little bit of yellow. I'm just looking for this to be a sheer color because it does this amount this layer of paint on this pendant does not need to be thick, and it does not need to be really durable because I'm going to be coating it.
I'm going to make more. I'm going to go on another frenzy of resin making.
Yeah, we were on a frenzy of resin making for the last week. It's been very fun. I'm actually in the mood to make more bezels. Do you guys have any interest in that? I have this one I made like 10, 15 years ago. And I only made this in silver and bronze, but I'm thinking about making them in pewter. I was kind of worried that it might be, it might get stretched out in the mold making process, because sometimes those concave or convex shapes like that don't really want to, they kind of flex. So, all right. That looks pretty good. Yes to bezels. Okay. Oh, right. It's super instant gratification. We're like, I went through this phase before with painting them. My friend Ann Choi came to visit. You guys might know her from her sterling beads. And we had a whole day of doctoring up beads. And it was so fun. So I'm going to go to this one next. I need some clear. I need a clear. So I'm going to use, if you don't have any kind of like matte medium and you want to just do really sheer layers, you can always use this clear gesso. Multifunctional. Oh, I'm seeing people saying that they're interested in bezels, which is good because I love them. I went through a phase at it was at Bead and Button. Azalea, you were like 5 or 6, so however long that was.
Like
I need to put my
I
aqua
actually don't even know. I kind of forgot how old I was for a second.
That time you and Tara were touching hands and crying when you were leaving. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Make sure I'm in focus. Okay, I'm going to paint these little kernels. I think I want too clear. But if you've ever seen this kind of corn, it is so pretty. Just so colorful and gorgeous. And I was kind of obsessed. My friend she made some in glass. And it was so gloriously gorgeous. And they sold out. Her collection sold out within like a day.
Oh, man.
But they're so pretty. Oh, I'm not in focus again. Even that little bit. I don't know, does that show up?
How long have you been on?
23 minutes. Azalea's like, you have to go fast this time, Ma. I'm like, okay. I will do it.
Well, usually I would not say anything, but we do have somebody after us. We have Kay.
Yeah, Kay is going for Bedoria. And she has some fun things planned. Isn't it exciting? We have Gail Crosman Moore on our team. Isn't that wonderful? I've been a big fan of her work for many, many years. I have several of her pieces, and I love it. I love it. So I'm kind of curious what she's going to do on her segment.
Well, we'll be watching.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Now, see, I made a little bit of a mistake there. and it really stuck. If this was that vintage, you just wipe it right off with your thumb. But since this is on that gesso, it really is sticking. So the best part of this is that you can kind of do kind of more elaborate, more detailed paint. Let me get a bigger brush. Maybe move this out of the way for a second. Oh, yeah, I like it. I like that too. When you can learn about new ways to use your stuff. So good. How fun is that? So bright, so saturated. These colors are the best. I love golden acrylics. They're my all-time favorite. And the best part is this is a little bit of a sheer layer, so you can kind of still see the metal under it. So it's like, if you've ever done that project when you're a kid where you paint aluminum foil and it's supposed to look like stained glass, this is a similar look. It's similar, but not, it's not the same. Obviously, this is. So that's what that's looking like so far. I think it looks good.
Yeah, that does look good. Oh, yeah, that's so rainbow.
Almost like an AB finish. Yeah, I think so. Thanks, guys. We've been really practicing our game with these live events. I'll tell you, when we first started, it was not great, where we were kind of messing up all the time.
Scared.
And really nervous. And now I feel like we're kind of getting better with it.
We have gotten better.
We have gotten better
for a while now. Our first lot show, or like our first like regular live we decided to do just on a random Sunday was, I believe, back in March.
Oh, yeah. We've been sticking to it. So if you're new and you're new to our brand or our company, we go live on Sundays. Sundays at 7. So if you are interested and you like what you're seeing now, you can join us any Sunday. Sometimes we do Wednesdays, but you know what? I was planning to do a Wednesday, and I've had such a week, you guys. I've had one of those crazy weeks. Like my mom calls me. She's like, your dad is dying in the hospital. And I totally flipped out. And she's a little on the dramatic side when it comes to things. But he is in the hospital. And we're going to travel up there tomorrow and visit. And try and, be comforting and help out and cook and help my mom with cleaning and stuff just to help. All right. This pink is pretty.
All right, we got to switch over to the lot sale soon.
Okay. I want to show.
We can give it a couple more minutes, but we do need to stay on a tight schedule.
I know I want to show this being coated first. What color do I don't have in there? Is yellow. I don't have a yellow. Not much yellow anyway. I'd like the full rainbow. I'm going to end up, I know, as I'm doing this, I can see that I'm going to love it. It's coming out exactly as I planned. So this is kind of difficult. If you guys could see me, I'm like balanced over here trying to see this, because these are kind of, I would have my optivisors on and this up right against my face usually, so it's a little bit sloppy. I'm not going to say it's not exactly as tidy as I would like it, but yeah, because I can kind of see that it's not that tidy, but we'll see. We'll just...
Everybody's loving your corn.
Thank you. I'm trying to make it look good. Maybe I'll switch it up. These are, I want to make this in clear resin too. We'll see if I can get that, if I can mold it and do it in clear resin. Oh, Jermaine says we can go over a little. That's true. There is a little bit of a gap, but people don't like it, do they? When we stretch it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, Debbie, here, I'm going to try and get it a little bit closer. Is that in focus? Yeah, I'm going to put my optivisors and see that. I think so. Oh, y'all might not mind, but Kay would be like, what are you guys doing? Oh, maybe it does. Maybe I can do a modification. So that's how that's looking so far. And when this dries a little bit more, I'm going to coat it with resin. Maybe even go, I like the way the back kind of has that look. So I'm going to maybe add a little bit more. It's so fun. All right. I think that'll be good. Oh, thank you all. I hope my dad is, we're gonna, we don't have a diagnosis yet, so we're waiting on that. And I think waiting is the hardest part, the anticipation and that fear is what makes it more difficult. When then you can kind of plan and deal with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can private message me. I will tell you, we have been a little behind with all like this month. I came back from a funeral like a couple weeks ago, and it's just been one thing after another. So if you've been waiting on an order or from Betsy, I am almost done pressing those coins out. Just having a lot of difficulty staying on task with that. All right, I'm going to now, I almost reached for the clear gesso. Crazy town. All right, we'll do this one. This one is dry. Sherry, which one are you talking about? I do have nail powders. These are for your fingernails. But you know what? They work just as well as some of these fancy brands of pearl powders. This is a better value. You get way more for your money. Like this, I think, the sticker's gone, but I think they're like $5 or $6 each. But you don't get some of these like this kind of color. This is like a hollow. I'm going to take the lid off. It gets kind of everywhere as soon as you take it off. I don't know if you can see that, but like the edge you can see. It's this stuff that they put in. You see this? That nail polish? That's what that is. Although I bought this in a nail polish. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of clear to this. Although I'm tempted to put some more of that stuff. That powder we were just looking at. So I'm going to add a really thin coat. Now with UV resin, it's super easy to go hog wild. And then get air bubbles and stuff. So what you want to do is spread it in an even coat. And what this will end up looking like is a little bit like enamel. That's what I think it looks like. It's kind of like budget enameling. You couldn't enamel these unless they were in a hard metal like sterling or bronze or copper. I'm pretty sure you can enamel on Shibuichi, but I would not swear to that. I haven't enameled in many years. Okay, Zelly's going to demold while I'm slathering this syrup on here. That's what it reminds me of, is like I'm putting syrup on a pancake.
I put some glitter and some flowers in this rectangle mold. This one, since I didn't use any colors, should not be muddy at all. And it looks pretty good so far. Oh yeah, that's pretty satisfying. Isn't that awesome? I used two different kinds of flowers. I used some blue and some white ones. I'm not really sure what exact flowers those were. But then I used some of that kind of pearly glitter. And that looks real good. I'm probably going to put this on a little cord necklace for my friend. Alright.
Alright, this is... Okay, so this... I used a popsicle stick to spread that. And now let's put it in the Easy Bake. Alright, so that should go in there. I'm going to try and get it. I want to make it so it doesn't flow to one side or the other. So I'm going to hold it so that it doesn't, like, pool at the bottom. Jermaine is asking, how many layers did you use on that?
I used the base cleared layer, so that's one. And then after that I put flowers on, and then I did a second layer, so that's two. And then I did, so I did about 3 layers, thin.
Oh, good. No, these UV lights are not expensive. I want to say they're like $20. And you can get this type of product. We bought molds and things yesterday at Cherry Tree. That's that bead store we teach at. and they had some of these molds like this. So you can get that from Cherry Tree. And they had, where's that one mold that was really good that I love it?
Oh, that tiny crystal one?
The tiny crystal one.
Are you baking your thing? Is it done already?
Yeah, it might be. We'll see. All right, so I might give this another second, but here it is with a little coating of resin. Now, resin also comes in tints. You can tint it. I'm going to put it in again just to make sure. I saw a comment that says, does it turn yellow? Sometimes it can. A lot of polyurethane resins will turn yellow. And a lot of my early things did have a kind of a yellowish sheen. But you know what? It kind of reminded me of amber, so I didn't really mind that much. I thought it was kind of cool. And one of them I was trying to make it look like amber, so that was actually a win on that. I keep thinking I'm going to go ahead and just paint and put resin on it, but I keep seeing places where I want to add more color. I need to just move on instead of nitpicking. Sometimes I'll do that where I'll just want to just be like, you know what? I'll keep going on it. But the problem is if you put moisture, if this is wet and you put UV resin on it, you will get the most foamy, bubbly look of your life. And that is no fun. Let's see, I saw some more comments. Yeah, you know, if you go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, any of those things, you will be able to find that. You teach at Cherry Tree. Yeah, I do teach there. I taught yesterday. Do you know where I can get a Zuni Bear mold? Robin, I'm not sure. That might be something you might have to make. Oh, yeah. Could sparkle up the ultrafine glitter in the sky. Yes, I did do that. I went and did that with this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this was so much glitter. I kind of went crazy with the glitter. And it was a lot of fun, though. It was so much fun making these. I kind of want to do another one. Well, I think this is dry. I think it is. It dries fast. So some of the hard plastic molds, you have to use a mold release. Otherwise, it's really difficult to pop them out. Because sometimes it's hard to pop out even when it isn't. Even when it's a flexible mold, it can be difficult, especially if it's one of those long tubular pieces or like a sphere. Now I'm going to do another coat on this. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm going to do the front on this, I think. First. So let's see if this is in focus. Now with this, you want to make sure you don't get a ton of air bubbles. So I'm going to do one side at a time, I think. And you can always heat it up with a torch or a heat gun, and that'll get rid of your air bubbles. Or you can use a stick. Sometimes that's the easiest way to go. Because sometimes when I have the heat gun going, I blow everything off of my desk. I keep these popsicle sticks, I know. Oh, I could do that. I see some comment that says from Facebook user about making a mold, about making molds for UV. Yeah, I could do that. It's a little involved, though, I will say. It would be kind of a long live. But, oh, thank you.
It'll focus better.
Yeah, it wasn't really focusing on it. It was focusing on the downward. All right, I'm going to put this in there. This is done, I think. Whoops. This is done. Now, you don't want to touch it when you're afterwards. Like, did you see how I just touched that? If you do that, sometimes you can get fingerprints. Okay, I'm going to keep this moving. I don't want to set it down, so I'm going to keep it rotating like it's a glass bead I'm making, because I don't want the resin to pool. You don't have to do that for very long, because it will set up very quickly within this minute or so. But it's kind of good to let it, you know, I'm going to put that one in there, to go a few rounds, because, you know, if this isn't very strong, I have another one, and you guys have probably seen me. I did a live a few months ago with the mini light that I had. I got it in a set on Amazon, and man, it was so horrendous because it never really set up. And I was like, UV resin. And I'd take it outside and let them set up. But this is a concentrated. It has, I don't know if it has the wattage on the back. I don't see it on there. But I think if you have trouble, it could be your light if it's not setting up properly. That's what I would think because it didn't do it for mine. So. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those teeny silicone tongs. I don't have those. I need to get some. Oh, thank you, Robin. I like to do a long life too. I feel more relaxed. I'm not as rushed. So that's what that looks like with the UV resin on top. What do you guys think? You think it looks pretty? I'm going to do the other side, but I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push all this stuff to one side and show you guys the lot sale. What do you think about that? Let's do it. Because it's at, if you can believe it, 40 minutes has passed. It's like I blinked. Terry, the vacuum, I have yet to have the time to really get in there and work on it. What I think it's going to be good for is, I don't know if you guys know this, but I make tiny little dolls, and those little dolls are cast in polyurethane resin, and that I think would be the ideal material for that piece. I'm gonna make some space here. All right, I think we're done with this for right now.
Yep.
Because we are already at the 40-minute mark. So what are we doing? We are coating pewter with acrylics and clear gesso, and then topping it with UV resin. I'm going to do the back at another time because that's not, I just kept it on the top of this so I could get those colors to really pop. But I think it looks really good. Looks just like that corn. All right, I'm going to set these down for a second. Make some space. Yeah, a lot of the fun, there's a lot of differences between polyurethane and UV resin. And polyurethane is great for bigger things. It's great for, like, if you want white resin, if you want, like, I make these dolls, let's see.
We have to get on with the sale, Mama.
I know.
Mama, my darling.
So this is my doll that I was talking about that I make. I make these little tiny 1/12 scale dolls, and this, their fingers, is where I would like to use the vacuum chamber to get all the air bubbles out. So that's what that is.
All right.
Yeah, you cannot do like deep pieces with resin, with UV resin, unless you do it in layers, because the light has to penetrate through, and it's just like a tank or in the ocean. The light will not get down to the lower areas, and it'll be just like one of those fruit gushers. That stuff will be liquid in the middle if you try to go too deep. It will still be liquid in the middle. All right, so we launched this kit a few weeks ago, and it comes with these two pieces and all this cheddar in here. Look at all that goodie.
We launched it almost like a pre-order where we didn't we didn't really promote it. So it's now we're officially
Tourmaline
releasing
nuggets.
it, and we had like maybe 4 people buy it a few weeks ago, and we had in the description that it should be pre-order. And now that we're showing it again, we have some left, or we have lots left that we didn't promote. So we are selling it officially, like releasing it officially now.
Right.
So I'm showing this real quick. Our GBE Fall Fest code is GBE15 for 15% off the whole store. I'm going to hold this here, this blank page, for a second so you guys can all see that. It's pretty simple, easy to remember.
Maybe they can screenshot it if
Yeah,
they
you can
want.
take a screenshot. This closes on Tuesday. So the code will no longer apply past Tuesday at noon. So that's how much time you have. And we only do promo codes about 4 to 5 times a year. So that's what that's for. And that can apply to this new kit that's on the store, and it is called Watermelon Summer. And it comes with 2 pewter pieces. It comes with our new bird kind of arrow clasp that Mom just released. This one's very new. I'm not even sure if this is even on the store. This is just in this kit.
Well, we'll have to make sure if that's the case because I made that
And
for
then
this
this
kit.
large moth link. So, and I love this because I've been really into pink and green lately. And this is similar to our past Mala kits because we have a lot of 8mm rounds. But we also have stuff like this. If I can get it to focus. And faceted things like this. So
Yeah,
this is unique. We do
venturing.
not have any other kits that look anything like this. And it's
Yeah.
definitely my favorite so far. So it comes with these two pieces. It's on the website as Watermelon Summer.
You can use
And,
that discount code.
You can use that discount code, GBE15. And
These
it will
are
work on this.
This is pink opal in there. That's pink opal. It's very nice, very beautiful. Okay, let's do the lot sale now.
Right.
Are we ready to move on to that?
Yep. Actually, yeah, keep this in the corner for a minute so people can see. We don't need all that
Oh,
in the corner. What's up?
She said that the code didn't work. Did you make sure? Is it specific to being in all caps or anything?
Yeah.
So you have to do it.
It has to look just like this. Capital GBE15, Great Beat Extravaganza. And it might be confusing because other people were doing like TGBE20, but ours is just no teeth beginning GBE15. And if nobody's is working, then that's on my end, but I did apply it like 2.5 hours ago, so it should work, but if it's not, I'll check it again. And if you email me afterwards, up until Tuesday, anybody that emails me asking to remove 15% from their order, I will do you a solid and do that. So let's keep this in the frame and let people gaze at that.
I didn't realize I could actually adjust this thing. Isn't that wonderful? I just tilted it.
Right,
It's the simple things. It's the simple things.
Any one of them to start. You're going to start with that one?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Zillion wants me to start with this. I have been using these little flat labradorite beads. They're like sequins, but they are about 1.5 millimeters. I need to put those optivisors on again. I wonder if I can go. Oh no, I cannot go that way. I keep trying to, oh, sorry. Oh, it says it isn't valid for this. That is green calcite. You mean these? These are green calcite.
Here.
Oh,
I'll start writing stuff down, but
she's
I will
going to check it right here.
The thing.
So these are $18 and it's $7.13. They're really nice quality, really sparkly, high quality pieces. This is not a bunch of gray on
Check
this.
the back of the tag.
Oh, we have 5.
We have more stuff coming now.
Yeah, we have 5 of these. We started doing these lots. I have been doing this for a long time because when I'd go shopping at the gem show with my friends, we would be like, okay, so do you want this? Oh, I don't know if I want a full strand. Do you want some of this? And some of them would be pretty pricey. So getting a full one just so you can make a few earrings is probably not very, very cost effective. So we started splitting strands, and that's where these were born. So I went into my studio, found these in my stash, and that's $7.13. So Facebook user, can you say who your name is so that I can figure that out? Because I'm not sure what to put for the name. So far I have Jermaine, and there's 2 Facebook user, but I'm not sure who that is. I see it 3 times, 4 times. Who is it, Facebook user? Debbie Johnson. I'm writing this down.
Yeah, just do what I was doing. Yeah, write the name and then the lot. It should be pretty easy. I'm trying to figure out why the thing is not.
This pen is so horrendous.
Yeah, it says 9 people have used the code, so that there's nothing wrong with the code. But I'm not quite
maybe
sure.
it's maybe you put it. Facebook user, I don't see your name. Oh well, sometime. Oh, Suzanne. Okay, I'm gonna write these names down while I'm doing this. I would love it if I didn't have such a horrendous pen. That pen doesn't work.
The one that I was just using?
Yeah, it's screeching and making my life hard. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, sometimes you split it. Oh, Kim Carnes. Facebook user, I don't know. You have to tell me what your name is because I can't. It just shows up for me as Facebook. All right. And Suzanne. I'm having to do this. Did you figure it out, Azealia?
I'm trying to do something.
Because this is
I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to group all the kids together, but of course this is what happens.
I'm looking through this. Oh no, it's not. It did not come up as Betsy Simmons and Karen. That would be Betsy. Yeah, I think you have to show up. You have to give StreamYard permission. Okay, so the next one, we've had these before, but Azealia wanted to do a discount for everybody. No, I didn't see Karen Waters. You can see their names, but I'm on StreamYard. See, that's why it's hard. StreamYard is an app so that I can stream to multiple locations. Okay, so I have the next thing is I can move down a little bit or move up because this thing does not want me to. You can't change your height. That's the only drag about my new light stand. So I have, let's see, I don't have 4 of those. Or no, maybe I do. So this is $4.75. These are beautifully carved hessonite garnet in shades of like bittersweet and honey. And that's what it reminded me of, is different types of honey. Like that's Manuka honey, that's Tupelo honey. This one is like, I have one. It's actually every shade of honey. This one is Alaskan fireweed honey. It's basically every shade of honey that you can think of. And we did have this at 32, and now we're doing it for 26. It's a show special today. So this is $4.75, lot 475. I see that there are, let me see, I'm going to have to write this down. As of now, when we send it to you, what we do during the live sale is we'll send you an invoice, and then you can use it when you pay your invoice. So I might have to go over this. Can you?
I'm figuring something out right now. I'm almost done. I'm doing my best to try to make this work for everybody.
It's not working?
I had to create a new collection. I'll tell you about it later. I'm making it work.
All right, I'm going to give me a second, you guys, and I'm going to write down these names as I'm seeing them.
All right. It should work now, y'all. Give it a minute. I just made some alterations to the website, and it should work now. I can take over.
All right, so this one is for $4.75. And it looks like Lauren.
Kalite asks, is your coupon code applicable for the live sale? Yes. You can use the live sale, or you can use the coupon code at checkout when you get your invoice. I don't know if you already went over that, but
I just did it. So that's that. And there's 4 of this, I think. That says 4. Lisa Young. And then Jermaine. What is $4.75? $4.75 is hessonite garnets in different shades of honey, and they're carved in melon rondelles. I picked these up because it's getting to be pretty unusual to find these. It's a hard cut. When I asked my stone guy about it, he was telling me it's kind of like a round. You have to use more material to get the grooves and to get this shape. So that's why it's not as popular of...
We've got one left.
It does look like amber, but it's a little harder than amber. It's not as lightweight. It definitely feels... Yes, Mary. I think, well, it comes off the top. It comes off the top.
Who are these? Who's the Facebook users? We're getting so many comments from a Facebook user, and we can't see their name.
Yes, Azealia can combine mode.
I usually do, unless you've got something that's need to be made.
Yeah, if you guys are on if I'm saying Facebook user for
like this
$4.75
that use the hashtag 475. So this is how we're seeing it as Facebook user. We don't know what your name is, so you might have to comment it. And right now we have one left of this, one left of 475, and you know it looks like one of these Facebook users should get it, but we don't know who is who. So if you could go ahead and comment your name now, the first person that we can see.
Facebook user, I can't see what your name is, so this I do not know who. See how it comes up on here?
Yeah, we'll just wait for somebody else to comment.
I can't listen.
If
I
you
can't
bid
see.
first, we still can't see your name, my friend.
Maybe
So-
we can get an iPad or something so I can see who that is. So we can see, because we cannot read who the Facebook user. It just shows up as Facebook user. We're not seeing Motorcrafts at all.
All right, let's move on. We gotta keep it trucking. We have enough
We're at
time
55.
now.
We have like we can go over
We
a
can go
few
over a
minutes,
little
but
bit. Which ones
not
have you
too
done?
much.
You done the lava right?
Yeah, I did that one already.
Where is it?
It's over here or something. Pass me a new one.
Did you do this one?
No, I did not do that. So if you're showing up as, thank you for putting that your name in there. I appreciate that. Okay, so this is the next one. This is some really pretty rainbow moonstone. Really pretty. Thank you for putting your name, you guys, because that's making my life a little bit easier. Because sometimes with StreamYard, they want you to ask permission every time if you're on there. So there are 5 of these. I count 5 over there. So these are really good. This is called Andalusaria. Their trade or the scientific name for it. And it's really blue, really, there's a lot of flash in this. And there's different, there's a little bit of like pink and kind of a yellow flash. It's a good one. And that price, Azalea gave everybody a nice discount on that. And then imagine when you get the 15% off, that's even better.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know. So can you tell how many we've already done in this?
On this one?
Yeah, I know. That's why you guys, it's so hard. Yeah, put that there so we can tell people. We see, for some reason, StreamYard is making life hard for us today. It doesn't usually have so many Facebook user.
All right, then we got Marianne. How many of those do we have?
Yeah, I don't know. There's 5, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Now, Ruth, I can see you. Thank you.
All right, we've got 2 left of this one. I got this person. I got this person. And Theo, if you say the number, like for example, if you wanted this and you commented 712, what we're doing on our side is we're writing down your name with the lot number, and afterwards, if I don't have your email, you'll have to email me and say, hey, I bid, and then I will know what your name is. You can say, hey, my name is Anthea, I bid on this stuff, and then I can send you an invoice to your email, and all you have to do is input your information, and then we'll receive your order. It's wildly convenient and awesome because you also get tracking. So then we also have Betsy Simmons 712. Yeah, we got you.
I know, it's kind of a drag. StreamYard, all these services that are supposed to make life easier sometimes do not make life easier.
Worse.
They do not always do it. Like we signed up for lifetime for camo, and guess what? We can't even use it.
We have 1 left of this one.
Yeah, we are on We are on YouTube as well. We're streaming to YouTube right now.
We just don't have a.
So
we probably
this
don't
person-
get promoted on YouTube because we don't have that many subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And the
We
people
don't
with the
get
most
it.
subscribers will be put at the top of the list of any search. So, I mean, yeah, if you go to Greengirlstudios, we are the only Greengirlstudios. So.
Oh
there
no,
should be-
we're the only Greengirlstudios, but people will put up things that we've done in the past. So let's move on to this. Move on to the next thing.
Did you already show this?
I didn't.
Oh, where's the tag?
So there's Paula. She would like 712. Betsy, now I can see you. Yeah, I can see you now. Thank you for doing that, you guys. It's so helpful. I know. If I could do this, if I could just have it easy, that would be wonderful. So I have 10 of this. I kind of went hog wild with this. And I made a bunch of things for when we were doing the Santa Fe show. I found this really super delightful quality of turquoise. These are faceted rondelles, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but turquoise is getting a little harder to find. You can't find it now. I don't know what the reason is. Yeah, Facebook user. Can you sign up with that? And then I can see who your name is.
All right, there's a flood of comments that I got. Oh my God, there's this flood of comments. Okay, y'all are gonna have to give me a second to write all these down.
So
Thank
what's
you.
good about this is that you could use this section for, say, crochet. You could use this for earrings because they're a little bit bigger. And this one you could also use for earrings, I would think. Or you just make a necklace out of it. But this is a great price on this. I got this at a very good deal. So I am passing that on to y'all. Because when I got this, I got the last couple of strands. And I was first on the scene. It's kind of hard to find good turquoise. When I was there, I went to all of my usual people that have it. And there were only like one or two hanks, if that. I'm not sure what the story is. I heard from another person that a lot of the American turquoise is getting harder to find. Like this color is distinctly Southwest. It's very Southwest. Comes from like Quartzsite area, or in like there's a couple of places when we drove through New Mexico, we knew that they had a few mines. And a lot of the stuff now is coming from China and Africa. Africa is more, it's more brown. You'll see it has more brown pieces. The turquoise coming from China, like I believe it's like, I think it's outside of Beijing. That stuff is more yellow. You get a lot of the yellow pops. But this, if you look at this, it's like that color. It's all the way through. It's legit. And it's gorgeous. So I have 10 of these. I don't know how many I have now. Azalea's writing them down for me.
Wait. That's number 9.
There might be one left.
This is the last one. It's gone.
Oh, yeah.
7.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's, if I can split it and share with my friends, then it makes it where it's a little bit bearable instead of like, $250 for a strand. That's kind of a hard thing to swallow. So this way it was good. You can split it up and share.
This is the last one, and then we gotta go. We're only a minute over, which is good.
We have a few more things, don't we? Just a couple more? I didn't do those opals yet.
I bet that's what you're holding.
Oh.
So we did this.
Okay, so this we have last of this. These are high grade opal.
You guys can see the whole.
Well, put them all in my palm. You guys are gonna love
You
it.
guys are gonna like this story.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out.
I don't know if you guys can see this.
That looks good though. All those opals. But you gotta show the tag though. This is lot 352. Those are pretty nice rainbow, like real good quality opals for sure. This is our last lot of the show, and then we have to go because we're already a couple minutes over time.
Well, no, there's a 30-minute buffer. I forgot about that.
Well, we don't have to stick around for the whole 30 minutes because it's our last thing.
No, we don't have to. What size are they? Debbie is asking. I have this ruler here, and I will measure them. Yeah, this is really good.
How many of those does it say I have on the tag? We have 5.
Well, you guys, you probably know that I am an opal junkie, and when it comes to opals, I will go through every hank, and I will high grade that, and I'll pick through. High grading means when you have a hank or a strand, and you pick the cherry ones out. And so now I've been shopping for so long, my people will save me some that they know I will like. Because some people don't look. They won't look if there's broken ones, or they won't look if the color is foggy or whatever. And just because if it's like super cheap, I don't want to get it. But these were not super cheap. These were pretty expensive, I will say that. And my intention was to make finished jewelry with them. And I did make a lot of beautiful pieces with it that I sell through our shows. We're not doing as many bead shows nowadays. We've been doing art festivals, and that's been really working for us. So that's what we're going to continue to do. So anyway, is there any left on this?
These are gone.
Okay, so this batch is gone. So I'm getting ready to meet next week with one of our suppliers. So if you guys have any kind of interest in a thing that you haven't been able to locate, or, I can understand people don't want to buy an expensive thing without seeing it, So give me an email or like tell me what you're interested in finding, and I'll keep an eye out, and
Alright,
we'll
let's flip
see
the
what's
camera.
what.
Actually, no, let's show this one more time. So I believe that after I fixed up what happened with the discount code. This should work now, and we've gotten a bunch of orders for these, and we really appreciate everybody's support today. I think we sold almost everything that we showed, and we have this, and this is finally moving, and these should ship really soon because these pieces should be done tomorrow, so your items should ship either
Oof,
tomorrow
8 mil
or
faceted kyanite. She's going large. I'll let you know if I can find that kind of. I usually like to find like super high quality.
Alright. This is still on the website. We only have a few left, I think, and you can use the code GBE20. I'll show it one more time.
Oh,
This-
the new pieces. We
this
had
closes.
a comment.
This closes on Tuesday at noon, so you guys can use this.
Oh, thank
Alright.
you for Jermaine. I'm happy that you guys like my picks because you know what? Sometimes you can pick. And oh, Azalea, I forgot. This is the other thing. Silly mama.
Oh yeah. Well, it's okay.
So these are our newest. I took what was a button, and we had so many emails from people watching our replay because I did a few of these in sterling and just cut the bail off the back, that people were like, we need those in pewter. So Greg molded this for me. I recarved the back. This one I did like a vein. It kind of looks like a vein or a root system, but to me it kind of looked like a leaf. See, it's like
Those
a
are
leaf
on the
this
website,
side.
too.
So these are on the website. Azalea just added them.
Here, I'll
The
tell you guys
discount
the-
is still going, so we only do a discount like 4 times a year because, you know, small business and all, it's nice to be able to do the discount, but sometimes you can't do it all the time because it's, you know, hard to survive.
It's GBE15, Facebook user. This is, I don't know why, if I said GBE20, sorry about that. I don't know what's up. But this is this is on the website, all 3 of these pieces. This is corn cob, this is the butterfly moth heart, and then the double tree heart. But since I uploaded them, they should be pretty easy to find and in pewter, and they're all on the website right now. And the code can apply to those.
Mm-hmm. So this, I doctored it up, and look at the back. It now has another little flying creature. So this one would be great on, say, if you have a bracelet, say a beaded bracelet, you could easily add that as a charm. This one, it has that sort of beautiful leaf design, and it kind of reminded me of a vein, you know, your veins, or like if you see a riverbed from space, that kind of synchronicity of shape. So I was really happy with those. And it's light. This could actually be, I would venture to say that that could actually be an earring because it's very thin, very lightweight. And that's what I was going for, because sometimes when you have on your wrists, you don't want to put, like this would be, if you did this, it would be just one, you know, and like a gemstone. But you don't want to have it, I don't know, too heavy. So anyway, that's our 3 newest pewter designs, and I hope you guys like them. And if you want to show us what you've made, add it to our Greengirlstudios gang. That's our Facebook group, and you can post pictures of the things you make with our products. And you know, sometimes we've been talking about that, we have contests every once in a while, and sometimes we'll choose a person and then send them randomly a little prize for being good supporters of our brand and posting and things, you know, because it really makes a difference. We're actually surviving as an artistic, creative family and business because of y'all. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. All right, let's flip it around. We don't want to go too far over. We don't want to... All right, I'm going to flip this. Of course, this now my other thing is I'm going to have to hold it so that it doesn't fall because I have to tighten it. Oops. All right, I'm going to have to just hold it.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us today. We have to go now because we've exceeded our hour mark, but we have a K Goss right after us. So thank you guys for joining us and buying our kit and watching our demo. And we had so many people today. I mean, isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. Thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate y'all. And we hope you have fun and enjoy the rest of the presentations. There's several more coming up after us. There's Kay. There's Christy Friesen. Who doesn't love Christy? She uses the same nicknames that this gal does. She calls people ding dong, just like this one.
I say ding dong regularly.
I know
Like
she
this
does.
cat right here.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Listen, I was trying to sit down earlier. Look at this.
Oh, I
Can
moved
you
him.
sit when there's a cat?
A big cat.
A big cat? This cat right here?
He's good looking. He's chicken dinner.
So, Marty is saying bye to all of you, and we hope that you guys have a wonderful day and you have a very creative rest of your afternoon. We'll see you on Sunday at 7 o'clock.
Goodbye. Thank you for joining us.